Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, this is about a separation. Four of Wands in reverse, or breakup of some kind. Something did not go the way it was supposed to go. There was an event, but it turned out you couldn't get along or couldn't agree or couldn't take it any further. And so it went into, the Four of Wands turns into the reverse, okay? Maybe somebody thought they were going to get some lucky break to be able to overcome the obstacles, but it didn't turn out that way. And the reason being, I feel like somebody got very frustrated, is what happened, and maybe lost control, thought they weren't going to get what they wanted. I feel like things weren't, yeah, that's what it was. See, things were not clear to them. They didn't believe they were going to get that happy outcome. They got very frustrated and maybe lost their cool. And so the warmth went out of the situation. Things went cold, and there was this separation. But now, although the relationship has terminated temporarily, I'm going to say, the grief is still very much felt, and regret for someone's actions. I feel that there's deep regret because somebody feels now in hindsight that they maybe were not very fair, that they were, I feel like at the time they were rather desperate to find a solution, and when they felt they weren't going to get it, they just lost control, and it made something worse. This could have been some type of somebody trying to save a relationship, and it didn't work. It went bad. They got frustrated, saw they weren't going to get what they wanted, or felt that way. A lot of negative thinking would have preceded the action. But, you know, and it may have ended badly for sure, but things are not how they appear, okay? And it says that right across the board. If I pick up the cards that I first laid down, right now they're all layered, but if I pick up the first layer of the reading, we see in the first layer that things are not as they appear at all, okay, with this Ten of Love here when it comes to this situation, okay? I feel of somebody pretending not to care or not to share the cup. See the person on the end, they're not even looking or willing to look. That's not real. Somebody's being silent. They got frustrated. It's like they went to battle. So what they might have said something. I feel there was a confrontation. This person in the background, they're up on their horse, they're charging. So they were upset about something that maybe they thought or believed to be true, but it was, Justice says here, an untruth. Okay, so they thought something was true, but it was not. They became very, very frustrated, and took a decision from emotion, because Justice here is in the reverse, and this is the consequence. Okay, the consequences of our decisions. When it comes to justice, when justice appears you should be using logic and reason. When it's in reverse, we know you didn't. We know you took a decision based on emotion, which is what happened here, you or them, you know. And so now they are wishing to take a new direction with this, and they want to set things right. Justice is in the upright on the wish card. So see, we have it here reverse, the wish, and then we have it in the upright. So they're hoping to set things right and to find a peaceful solution to this situation. They don't want this fight anymore. They don't want to fight. Okay? I don't feel that they ever wanted to fight. I feel like it came from pent-up frustrations from all the swords that they carry. You see, here they go, 2 of Shields. The battle is over. They're looking back at it. They wanted another chance. Okay? Then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So there's regret for rash behavior that led to failure. And this type of regret generates very deep and long-lasting bad feelings that this person has been carrying around for a long time. They regret that they didn't, think before speaking, think before taking that emotional decision of the lovers. They wanted that new beginning. For them, you were that a person that they would spend their life with, that they would have children with, so on and so on, depending if you're male or female. But this is what they're looking back at with the Hermit. So they're looking back at everything they've done, at the work they've done, in order to gain wisdom for the future. And here we see it again. You see, with this Knight of Coins, he's studying a plan or an idea, this Knight of Coins, okay? Some idea that's coming to him, that's, working in his mind. He's looking back at the 9 of Shields. So the 9 of Shields is somebody who's very frustrated. They feel like somebody may have been hiding something from them. The 6 of Wands was I feel at the time they went into a meeting hoping to be able to solve the problem. That's what I feel happened. That they saw that they wouldn't get what they wanted, or felt that they wouldn't. The frustration got the better of them, and rash behavior occurred that led to the failure of that meeting. You see, he's leaving the meeting here, feeling very alone and frustrated. So there's an idea, and they're looking at this idea for a solution. So they want to find a solution to the problem. And here they are in the 4 of Swords over here, and they're thinking about what they have been avoiding, possibly with the 8 of Swords, what they've been in denial about. I feel like they could be looking at their fears, or facing their fears, which is what they need to do. Because I feel it's their fears that that led to the action they took, The fears got the better of them. Fears that they were avoiding to look at, and at the deeper root issue of what those fears were based upon, when, where did they actually come from. There was a duel here. We see it on this card, an argument. And so far, it's like a stalemate. It's like nobody's giving in. But this person is certainly thinking about what has happened. There's a realization here of why it occurred, and of what they've done, what they've lost, and what they want. It's like it's like a huge changing moment for this person. The connection still lives. It's here. This can be a choice, again, that they are thinking of. They're studying the possibility of this commitment, but they're keeping silent. So this is what's going on behind the scenes. All of this, it's all going on behind the scenes. So it's like everything is silent. Nobody's talking. Nobody's giving an inch at this point. Nothing's moving. Nothing's budging. But all of this is going on behind the scenes. You cannot see it. This is a very intense connection between you and this person. That's what this card's saying. It's been on again, off again. The feelings are very, very intense. And this is what propels the relationship to be on, off, love, hate, push, pull. It's all of the swords that are causing this intensity. So if you want to get to the root issue, you got to get to the root issue of the swords. For this to get better, And it's what they're doing. It's here. They're dealing with these inner demons that they carry. And the inner demons are all those swords. These are deep fears. Fears that they've been accumulating. This can also be guilt over what they've done. A guilty conscience. Things are not as they appear. Whatever they said in parting, they didn't mean it. They didn't tell you the truth, but neither did they tell themselves the truth either about why they were so fearful. They've been avoiding that for a long time. These are subconscious fears with the moon. But this situation is really forcing them to look at it. Okay? Because they want to. You make them want to. This love makes them want to. The intensity of this connection makes them want to. They can't forget you. They can't forget this. They can't forget what happened. This Five of Swords here tells me that they want to break free. They need this clarity of mind. They are mentally stuck. They don't want to be a prisoner of their thoughts, their worries, and their fears anymore. And so this is a big thing to go back and face this, because there's some deep pain associated with those swords. But it's time, and looking back at what caused the wound, and also an apology coming to you for the wound or any wounding they may have caused you is coming. We have justice here in the upright. It's what they've been wanting to do. You see, they know they weren't fair. They weren't fair to you. And they weren't fair to themselves either, you know. They were so afraid of doing the one thing that would set them free. And that was looking back at those fears and where they actually came from. And doing that action of being truthful with themselves sets them free. But it also sets you guys free to love again. A lot of emotion here. They really value you, this commitment. They are willing. They're afraid, but they're going to step into the unknown. They are puzzled by their beliefs. They're afraid, but they're because they don't know what the future's going to bring. But they are going to do the work. They're stepping into the unknown. They're taking back control. They are going to drive this chariot, not fear. They're going to drive this chariot. They've decided. And yep, they're definitely, with this card here, prepared to answer questions or any surprise questions, because this can be sudden questions. This can be sudden movement. Also, it is indicated here. Things that happen by surprise, and it could be questions or being questioned or being asked a specific question that takes you by surprise that you might have to respond to. And so they could be coming in prepared, but yet worried that maybe I'm not entirely prepared to maybe answer everything, you know. And so be prepared to hear from this person. Okay, this is that on again, off again relationship, intense feelings between you and another that has propelled this relationship to be on again, off again. It does say that you are going to be surprised, and it does say that that surprise is going to be a reappearing act. So they're coming back. They're coming back to make it right. And here's the meeting. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.